Hey, this is Auntie Judy.
And this is Deirdre.
And we've been in the Soarin' line for about 30 minutes with a fast pass.
But when we get out of here, we're going
geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole geeking family.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geeking on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Hey, Disney World geeks. This week, cousin Heather Stone Capelle joins us to share her mother-son Disney World trip on episode 333 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. 333. That sounds like a lucky number, a cool number. Well, I'm your Geekin' Family podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast, also featuring Mama, Auntie Judy, soul sister Holly, and cousins Jen and EJ, and our Geekin' family will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show because geeky Disney people are awesome and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family. Join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. And we take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family. So come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other. And I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. Your vacation is important. Rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Some time with the family, and I believe so much. You need to make your vacation time a priority in your life, and the number one tip we hear from the Geekin' family super geeks is that you need to plan before you go to Disney World. You just can't wing it. Are you on a quest to conquer Disney World? When you're up against Disney World, you need the Force like Luke Skywalker used to conquer the dark side. Disney World has villains too, like Darth Vader. They got crowds and complicated choices, and every hero needs a guide. Luke had Obi-Wan and Yoda. You got Mama, Judy, Jennifer, EJ, and me. We'd love to be your guides. We help people book and plan Disney trips. We're Disney travel experts, and we're independent travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Platinum Disney Vacation Planner agency. So let our team explain it all to you and help you create a great plan with fast passes, dining reservations, and tips on the best rooms and resorts in Disney World. I can't believe we still hear people going to Disney World without a plan, but we do. Hey, geeks. This week we welcome back super geek cousin Heather. That's Heather Stone Capelle. And okay, she's not really my cousin, but she's so much fun. I'm adopting her as my cousin. It's kind of like Ohana, right? Everybody is family here on the Geekin' family. This episode 333, that's a fun number. Well, it's her mother-son trip. Yeah, kind of solo. Just mother-son. It's pretty awesome to go and just have two of you running around through Disney World. And I know she went full stink. She booked her trip with Mama and Judy, so she talks about that experience. And she also booked a bounce back with us. You know, I promote the bounce back every episode on the podcast, so she took advantage of that, which is a great discount. She stayed at the new Grand Destino Tower. I love hearing about that new resort. She enjoyed the resort food court. She did the Three Bridges Cafe, which is in the Coronado Springs out there in the middle of the lake. I'm so mad I missed that one. That's a good one to try. Also Toledo, which is, I believe that's the one at the top of the Coronado Springs. Heather tells some stories like her birthday surprises. It was her birthday on this trip, so that's always fun. She does the Be Our Guest lunch. We're talking food. Docking Bay breakfast over at the new Star Wars. The Sci-Fi restaurant. They also do the Jingle Bell Jingle Jam dessert party. They do the lounge up on the top of the resort. Great view up there on the Coronado Springs Grand Destino Tower. One of the first of our geeks to do the Rise of the Resistance. Now, this episode was recorded on New Year's Eve last year. So, yeah, just sorry, Heather, just getting it out there. But, yeah, she was one of our first Rise of the Resistance geeks to experience that. Some of the first time things they did. For the first time, they did Monsters, Inc. That's so fun to hear. I'm glad she enjoyed that. She did some roller coasters this time. She got her fear under control, trying to be brave for her son, I believe, who wanted to do those. And I mentioned that I'm going to go see the Rise of the Skywalker movie, and I did see that with Mom and Judy and Lindsay. So when you hear me talk about that, I did end up going and seeing that, and I really enjoyed it. Some things that were overrated, she mentioned the extra magic hour. Interesting on her perspective there. She talks about what was special for this trip, and she's got lots of great tips for newbies, so hang in for those. And then she did score that bounce back deal for her next trip, and Mama booked that for her. So are you excited to try some of the new resorts at Disney World? Let's go with Cousin Heather on a mother-son trip to the Grand Destino at Coronado Springs Disney World Resort. Well, I'm so glad the power is on because I got to ask my guest who's coming on here because I know she lives close to me, but we had some nasty weather. I mean, it's been just horrible. It's fun to be on vacation, but a good thing I can stay inside and have fun because I was just out shoveling slush and yucky stuff for I could only handle about 45 minutes of that. So I got to go in and record a Disney World podcast about Florida and warm thoughts and warm places and fun things to do. I'm excited to bring on my next guest to do a podcast. And she was on the Walt Disney World college program 25 years ago when it was still Disney MGM Studios was there. And Justin, Brittany, and Christina, they're all like old people now. When they start saying they're 40, oh my gosh, I'm going to be like going. So when they were filming that Mickey Mouse Club, I guess they did that in MGM Studios when she was there. And now as a mom, everything at Disney World makes her cry, including Dole Whip. I don't know. We'll have to ask her about that. And her trip is not complete until she sees Jack Sparrow. All right. Well, please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Cousin Heather Stone Capelle. Hey, Heather. Cousin Heather.
Hey, cousin. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for reaching out to me to do your trip report.
Oh, of course. That's how you keep the magic alive for a few more weeks, right?
That's right. When did you go to Disney World?
So I went Wednesday, December 11th through Sunday, December 15th.
All right. So we're still in the month.
Trip.
Within this last month, we're recording this on New Year's Eve, guys. So we're still
Happy New Year, geeks.
Yeah, we're still in last year. We're recording this. Oh my gosh. What is this thing about crying at Disney World? It seems like a common thing in especially the geek. Well, I'm going to say the geek and ladies, but maybe some of the guys are crying too when they go to Disney World. I know I did. I did when I was at my G3 there event a little bit.
Well, yes, I can imagine so. I think it's the magic. I think it's for me, I think it combines like my memories of an amazing trip with my grandparents and then watching my kids, just their eyes light up and the first and them loving it and just that time together. I think you and I have talked about it's the one place where you really can shut the rest of the world out and be so focused and present with whoever you're with. Yeah. And then, I'm dramatic anyway. So that, Jingle Lambos and I go back and forth about, I'm like, I'm crying. Are you crying?
That's right. Jen is a famous crier of ours.
Yes. It's just special. So I think that's why the tears come.
Captain Jack Sparrow. What's so special about him?
Oh, I just think he's cute. And, and I used to really like Johnny Depp in the pirate days, before he got a little cuckoo, but we still love him. The funny thing was I had to realize this was the trip. So we'll talk about this later. This was a solo trip with I guess not with my son, just one of my children. I have a son and a daughter. And so it was just my son and I.
Right.
And we passed Jack Sparrow. And of course, mommy was like, oh, and he's like, Mom, we're not stopping. We were on our way to a ride. And I'm like, but he's like, why do you want to see Jack Sparrow? I'm like, because I love him. And he's like, more than Dad? I'm like, no. And so literally we had a 10-minute conversation about, he was like, well, then why do you need to see, are you sure you don't love him more than Dad? I'm like, no, I love Daddy the most.
Wow.
I love Jack Sparrow the second most. I don't know. Anyway, that was awkward and uncomfortable.
That's great. Well, sorry to bring that back up again.
Right. All good. Jack Sparrow's worth it. He's worth it.
That's great. Yeah, so I guess we know this was a solo, well, that's not really right, solo trip, or just
right.
Mom and mother-son trip.
Right. Solo and a half, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes. It was just my son and I. It all came about because at St. Patrick's Day, I won third place in a community raffle. So I won some money, and my sweet husband said to me, I asked him, what should I do with this? And he said, you should do something that makes you happy. So,
remember, husbands, never say that to the mom geeks. If you don't.
Say that to the geek and mom. So Lucas and I had spent the last year reading all the Harry Potter books, and he really wanted to go to Harry Potter. So we, kind of made it a combo thing. We had one day there.
Right.
And then 2.5 days at Disney, State of Disney. And
right.
And it was great. I mean, parents of more than one child will know that when you just take one somewhere, you feel like you're on vacation. So, this was like really a vacation on my vacation.
I get it. Yeah.
And I highly recommend it. So.
Yeah. I was walking into church the other day, me and Mom, and she struck up a conversation with a young dad there. And of course we have 3 kids. So we were joking how you're just a beginner with, you got 1 kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
2 is like chaotic.
Remember when you thought 1 was so hard?
Right.
I can't even listen. I bow down to the people who have 3. God bless you. Because wow.
Yeah.
Our 2 are wonderful, and I adore them. But it really and it was interesting to me how many people, maybe not so much on the Geekin Facebook page, but my own personal friends, like shockingly saying, you just took Lucas? I can't believe you just took. I'm like, yeah, it was. I mean, I have booked the next trip already next year for my daughter. That's how I got away with this. And then I get to go twice.
Yeah.
See? So smart.
Yeah.
But it really, you want to talk about that one-on-one time. I mean, I feel like I've heard other geeks on shows taking one of their children, and, it all gets to be focused sort of on, where they are and the things they like to do, and nobody's fighting. It's great.
Right.
It's great.
I know what you're saying. I've done all of this, and it is a great. There's so many different ways to go to Disney World. This is just another one. Yes, and our Geekin family totally understands you, and we're not judging whatsoever. We know. We know.
I know. That's why I love them. We understand each other. Yeah.
Well, how did the planning go for this trip? I seem to think you worked with someone I know really well.
I did. I worked with Mama and Auntie Judy, and I swear nobody paid me to say these things. I've been gushing, and I will continue to gush. I think especially because I own my own business, and I'm a client-based business in a way too. Just their customer service, their attentiveness. I'm like, does Mama just carry her computer around all day waiting for my emails? Because that's how, I would email her, and boom, I would have an answer. She planned the whole trip for me. Did my fast, I happen to teach on Saturdays. My Saturdays are a little crazy, and that was my fast pass day. And she and Auntie Judy got us everything, got all of our ADRs. And even at the very last minute, I was trying to book my own, Jingle Jam dessert party at the studios. and it was sold out. So I thought, well, they do work magic. And I emailed her and I said, listen, this is probably a far off request, but is there any way? And she said, yeah, she said, let me work on it. And lo and behold, about 3 days later, she said, I got it. And, so it was, they were fabulous, just fabulous. And like I had said before, I think on a post, I'm a Disney girl. I know my way around.
Right.
I know how to do things, but there were just little things that made it so much easier. I feel like if I was booking my own room, I would just sit on the computer for hours and hours and hours, and to have them say, here are 3 choices after you talk to them and give them, your ideas about what you're thinking and your budget and what have you. And they just put it together so seamlessly.
Thank you.
So they were great. And I got my bounce back.
Oh,
booked it the day we left.
Yes, so, that's right. We were doing that too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if people know about that. I feel like,
I promoted a lot.
I had either heard it or seen it on a Facebook post recently, and knowing that I had taken my one son this time and that I was going to take my daughter next year, I was like, well, why wouldn't you save 25%? Hello.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
great.
Yeah. I always felt I do promote that on every show at the end when I talk about the travel agency. And there's a couple of reasons I do that. First of all, not every time does Disney leave a note in your room that it's available.
Yeah, no, they did not leave a note in mine.
Right.
So
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of random, and you don't know what promotion they're going to be running. So we do have the phone number. Matter of fact, even Mom didn't. She was like a few weeks ago. We knew when after the October one finished up, she wasn't sure if what they were offering, and she called the travel agent number that she normally calls, which is a different number than the bounce back number. And they, here's a typical Disney tip for you. Just because you ask one cast member and they say no, doesn't mean the answer is no.
Right.
Because this person didn't know about it. And I said, you sure? Because I think we already booked somebody on one, since the October promotion. So we were in the car. She calls up right away. And sure enough, they had it. And it is right now, they've been running that 25% on.
Yeah.
What is it? Did you do a moderate, Heather?
Yes, I booked again at Coronado Springs in the Grand Destino Tower. I literally I was so happy that I was like, just put me in the exact same room. Nice. I can't wait to be back.
We're going to talk about that, but thank you so much for saying all that. No, I didn't put you up to that, but I had you're a great, it's great. It's so great about the podcast that we've made so many relationships and people. Just the people who I bring on, but the people I bring on to do the show are so fantastic. Yeah. And that they book with us.
And that's the thing. I really do feel like Mama and Auntie Judy, you can tell it from you too, Mr. Podfather. Like you all love what you do. You truly love this. And that comes through in your relationships with your clients. So it's really fun to get to plan it with somebody who's as excited about it as you are.
Let me tell you, while I was coming up here, she was talking to a client. I don't know what she was setting up, but she's always, those Disney systems really, they're bad. You're on the phone. You are on the phone for a long time. And sometimes their systems are down and you got to call back. There's a lot of time spent there that they save you guys. And it's nice that they're full time. They are full time. They're more than full time. They're on late at night, early in the morning, all that stuff. But so thanks, Heather. Yeah. So I'm excited. We've been talking about this resort, the Coronado Springs Grand Destino Tower, which of course is new, but let's get more information on it from your perspective, Heather. How was it?
Excellent. Oh, it was gorgeous. From the moment you drive up on the Magical Express, it's so big and so grand. And of course we were there for Christmas. So the decorations were gorgeous. You walked into the lobby. I had never done the check in on your phone. So the fact that we ended up being 2 hours delayed on our flight. So we really we were supposed to get there at 5:30. We didn't get there till 7:30. And to be able to just go straight to your room. Well, you walk in first and it's beautiful. And there's this giant Christmas tree that is the size of at least 2 floors of the resort, probably more. And, that's what you see. And just to be able to go straight to your room, plop down your stuff, go down and eat. I know we're going to talk food. I'm going to tell you all about the fabulous food there. We had a room in the new Grand Destino Tower. Our room faced the water. It was a higher floor, so you got to see so much of the resort and the fountain outside and the lights at night. The rooms are huge.
Nice.
I mean, they are really big. We had 2 queens. The beds were fabulous.
Yeah.
I love I've listened to a couple of people talk about, and I know that this is true, that it does have a bit of a more adult feel with the Mayan theming and architecture and really neat pictures of like Walt Disney on the walls.
Yeah.
When he was visiting these areas, but
not the character stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Fun hidden Mickeys, but my 10-year-old loved it. He is thinking he's a tween now. He tells me all the time. And I'm almost 13. I'm like, you're not, you're 10. But he loved it. And the pool was wonderful. I mean, the fact my birthday was on the 13th. My birthday was Friday the 13th. So if you have to have a birthday on Friday the 13th, you should end it at Disney. I'm sitting at the pool on my birthday.
Yeah,
I'm from New York, so that doesn't happen up here.
That's right.
He loved it. So I would not say families with. I mean, I saw lots of families with younger children, and then I saw a lot of adults as well. I think it's. I mean, if you love Spanish food, that kind of architecture. The pool looks like you're at the Mexico Pavilion. It's so cool.
Yes.
It's a great resort. I don't think it matters what age you are. The staff was wonderful. I mean,
nice.
We don't usually, because we've talked about this before. We have a Marriott timeshare, so most of the time when we go, we use that, especially if we're going for a week with the whole family. Yep. But this, it's been a while since I stayed on property, like a really long time, and I don't know if I forgot this or if it's new, but that whole take your luggage and check your luggage in at your resort and not having to deal with that at the airport was amazing. That was the easiest thing in the world.
It is. If we those of us that stay on property now kind of take it for granted, but no, I don't take it for granted. You just described it very well. There's a piece to this that is just fabulous. You don't have to worry about all that stuff. It's all taken care of. They
make it easy. They really make it easy. So
that's got a conference.
I highly recommend the Coronado Springs. It was great. We loved it. Going back next year.
It does have a very big conference center there that I didn't realize how large it was. So that's why too, I think you're talking that adult feel because of the conferences that could be going on, that kind of thing.
And they also have, it's really neat. They have these sort of walkways over the water that lead to the Three Bridges Grill that's in the middle of the lake. And we ate there and it was great. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Definitely for walks and things, your coffee walk in the morning, you're going to enjoy it.
I always do. No, that was a good one. I stayed, Heather, when I was there. It was one of the trips where I drove Lindsay down or back. I can't remember which direction I was going, because I would stay for a couple of days. And it's like, I'm going to treat myself. I got a discount. I stayed on the opposite side of the lake from the conference center.
Right.
The tower obviously wasn't there at the time.
Right.
That's brand new. But I love that. Talk about Mexican. You know me. I'm like, this is like awesome. I ranked it at the time my second favorite to French Quarter as far as the moderates. And, they're pretty close. I mean, the thing that the French Quarter has is the boat going down to Disney Springs, quite honestly.
Right. Right.
It's a smaller resort with that moderate feel. That's what still gets it for me personally. But there's nothing wrong at all with the Coronado Springs. We never used to give it much love at all. No one hardly even knew about it. Maybe because it didn't have the characters kind of thing. I don't know what it was. But how was the transportation for you there too?
So, funny you should mention that. One of the things I feel like I learned on this trip, the buses getting to anywhere, easy.
Yeah.
They came fast. They have the marquee that tells you when the bus is coming. I would say it was pretty on par, maybe 1 to 2 minutes later than noted, but very good. I learned on the Magic Kingdom day, after I waited an hour, it probably waited 40 minutes for the bus and took us at least 20 to 25 minutes to come home.
Yeah.
That the next day, our giant back and forth to the studios I was like, forget it. I'm going to pay $7 for the lift. And it was the best. I mean, at this point, what's $7? And boom, you were home. They were the lifts were so fast. You know, I don't need a car seat, so I don't need a minivan.
Yeah.
It was 2 minutes there. I think the lift drivers literally just circle property.
These weren't
boom,
the Disney, not the Disney lift guys, the regular lift guys.
Regular lift guys. Yeah. Regular ones.
Yeah.
So it was literally $7 to $8 to get back and forth from Coronado to any of the parks.
Wow.
And so, like I said, we take the bus in the morning. Easy.
Yep.
Got you there very quickly. And the nice thing too, just, you know, for people wanting to stay at Grand Destino, the Grand Destino bus stop is the last stop before you get to the park. But then of course it's the last stop coming back.
Yeah. It's one of the resorts.
So,
you got to go around kind of the circle of the property.
Yeah. It's the circle, and you've got at least 2, maybe 3 stops before you get to the tower.
Yep.
So pay $7, take the lift. You'll be so happy.
I tell you, I'm in the minority there. I don't hardly ever do that, but everyone else in my geeking family does this like crazy.
I know. We're so spoiled.
You guys are so spoiled.
It's obnoxious.
My kids are so spoiled.
I know. But you know, when I literally, you know, I'm a rather in shape kind of girl. And after those 3 days of running, you know, my husband usually puts the brakes on us, but my son and I both stink. And I was like, my body hurts. You know,
you're going at it.
So, I know.
You guys went hard. Well, let's get into this. Well,
we did.
Well, maybe you worked off all the food you were eating. Let's see. Were you on a meal plan?
We were not on a meal plan. You know, Mama and I talked about that a lot. We just don't eat that much.
I'm not surprised she coached you that way. And,
yeah.
I always say the meal plan depends. It depends on your party. It depends on your feeling. You know, what does your family eat? You know, because the meal plan provides a ton of food.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys might have been, if you're going to do anything, do the quick service meal plan. But
right. We had thought about that, but also because one of the days we would have had to pay for it the whole time, and one of the days we were at Harry Potter for half a day. So
see, that's what I mean. It always, and there's a great conversation. Again, I don't want to talk about the travel agency the whole time, but whether you're doing it yourself or you're collaborating with us, you know, that conversation back and forth always kind of helps you too, right? It's like,
absolutely.
You know, just bouncing ideas off somebody and
well, and also I feel like, you know, that's it, because I know you know, the thing that I love about Mama and Auntie Judy is like, they're really there to help you create the vacation you want. They're not going to push anything on you that, you know, isn't really, you know, what you have in mind. And so she was like, don't do it. Because everything was booked, and I went back and I'm like, should I not? She's like, don't do it.
No, we give you a true opinion. I mean, the only thing we would upsell you on would be things that we believe in too. Like if we saw that, for instance, if someone's booking Pop Century, but the Grand Destino Tower is showing $100 more for the whole trip, we're going to tell you, you know,
exactly.
That's
Move it on up.
That's what we do. We compare. I think you should do that on your own too. Don't just say, "Oh, I can't afford X." Right. You don't know what promotion they're running or what's going on.
No.
It could be.
No, not at all.
It could be within your budget. So yeah,
absolutely,
good stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I love the food here. So talk about, and I just recorded yesterday a show. So yeah, tell me, what'd you like at the Coronado Springs?
Well, so the first night we were there, we had a reservation for Maya Grill, but our plane was late, and I just was like, let's just run to the food court. Yep. It'll be easy. I have to tell you, the food there in the food court was some of my favorite of the whole entire trip. It was delicious. Great. My son got a pizza. He was just easy peasy, but I got, you know, and what's so great of the food court, you know, they have the different stations, so you can get something that has more of a Spanish flair, or you can get chicken strips and sandwiches and what have you. I had a pulled pork with this green sauce on some rice and veggies and guac and sour cream. And it just, you know, after you've been, you know, stuck in an airport 2 hours and,
that sounds
flying good. And, it was so good. And you know what we did? Like, we just took it back to our room. Yeah. That way we could just, you know, get our jammies on and settle in. And it was delicious.
Love that.
Really good. We also, like I said, so after the next day on Thursday, we did the half day at Harry Potter. and then we came back and Mama took a nap and Lucas watched all the movies on the TV. And then we ate dinner that night at the Three Bridges Cafe, and that might have been my favorite.
Oh, good to know.
Meal.
Good to know.
I'm
making note of this.
Chops.
We're going to be there, so I got to make note of this.
Because you and I are the meat people.
Yes, we are.
Cousin Kurt, you must get the lamb chops.
Must be the Stone side of you.
It is. It is. That's the side that raises the cattle in Oklahoma. It was great. And then my son got, this was the trip where sometimes he'd eat grown-up meals and sometimes he'd eat kids' meals. The nice thing about Disney kid meals is that they aren't tiny portions. So, he would do pretty well. He got the kids' steak.
Oh,
it
nice.
came with fries and vegetables, and it was really good. They cooked it just the way he liked it. He loved it. I had a beautiful glass of wine. The wine in this place, if you're a wine person, was just phenomenal. And it was warm enough that we were, the thing about Three Bridges is it is open air.
Yep.
So if it's raining, it may not be where you want to go. But they've got heaters and things. So even if it's a little chilly, don't give up on it. I thought the food was phenomenal. And then I didn't even write this down about happy cast members. So, this is Thursday night. Saturday's our studio day. Everybody's got and realize this is December 11th. Rise has just opened. Rise of the Resistance.
Right.
So I was talking to my server about what time should we get there, blah, blah, blah. I don't know who she brought over, but she ended up bringing over someone who gave us all the information that we needed for Saturday morning. And she was like, and she literally said to me, she said, I could have asked her and then come back and told you, or I could just bring her over. I'm like, thank you so much.
Wow.
So that really helped us out to make our plan, to make that morning as easy as it could be when you get up at 4:30.
Oh yeah. Well, Three Bridges Cafe is sounding a lot to me like Artist Point over at Wilderness Lodge. Have you been there?
Yeah. I have not, but I've heard such wonderful things.
Definitely try that, Heather.
Oh, I will.
Too. If you like this, the atmosphere sounds the same. The food comparison is there, and the relaxation. It's probably a really warm, welcoming kind of place, right? Relaxing place.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're very resorty. You're on vacation and you're in the water and you're having your wine and it's fun, really fun.
Is it? It's near the pool. It's near the pool, right?
Not really. So the pool, it's literally in the middle of the lake. And so you have to, because there's three bridges from different parts. Like you have to take a bridge from the pool to get there. Right. Or you take a bridge from like the other side.
Well, that's fun.
Of kind of where the food court is to get there. And then a bridge from where the other rooms are on the back of the resort.
Is this new?
Yes, I believe it is. I think it is.
It's not ringing a bell with me whatsoever.
No,
ever talking about it.
I think it opened with the Grand Destino Tower.
Okay. Nice.
I think.
Well, I'm loving hearing about this since I'm going to be staying there in January. Okay. Yeah.
Then we also had my birthday dinner at Toledo on the roof. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I had heard some people having a little trouble right when they had opened.
Yes.
We were there December 13th. We had no trouble at all.
So I've had one bad report and I've had two good ones so far. For if anyone's keeping count, if I'm keeping count correctly, yes. People.
I think
the ladies from the G3 went and had some issues. Yeah. So the food was good.
The food was delicious.
Good. Tapas.
We had. You know what? We ended up not really doing so much tapas as they had scallops are my favorite, and so I had they had scallops on the menu, or it might have been a special that night. I think it's on the menu. And then my son had a big giant. He proclaimed that he was not having a kid's steak; he was having a real steak. So literally, I bought my son a filet mignon, and I laughed. I told my husband, I said, the only reason why this meal was cheaper than it would have been with you and I is the fact that he didn't drink wine.
No booze.
But it was worth it because we talked.
Is he feeling a little bit adult then on this trip?
Oh, let me tell you what. I don't think he's ever going to want to go again with other people.
He's so spoiled now.
He's so spoiled now. Right. Because he didn't have to share anything.
Yeah.
It was It was great.
Eating filet mignon with mom at the top of the Grand Destino. Yeah.
Tower.
Let me tell you this, Heather. I was not brought up this way. I didn't have these. Not that anyone should feel bad for me and mom. I mean, no one took us to the Grand Destino when we were 10 years old.
No.
And had filet mignon.
Let me tell you where I was eating on that 11-year-old trip with my grandparents. I was eating at Shoney's.
Yeah.
At the Best Western in Kissimmee, okay? That's where I was eating.
Well, I never went to Florida. My parents took me to Hershey Park. That's probably the most exotic trip we did as kids. But,
right.
And I thought, hanging out with the Amish, I thought that was exotic. So I still remember that.
And there's chocolate everywhere. I mean,
the chocolate factory. I thought that was the best thing in the world.
Right? Oh, that's awesome. And it was really funny. Our server was fabulous. I mean, people, just go to Disney on your birthday. This is all I have to say.
Yeah, huh?
I went down to the front desk and asked the woman there at, 7, whenever we were leaving to go to the Magic Kingdom. I said, how do you get one of those happy birthday buttons? She said, whose birthday is it? I'm like, mine. And she said, well, I have one right here. She wrote my name on it. I put that thing on. Well, let me tell you what, they just give you things left and right.
Oh, wow.
And it was great.
Get a cupcake with a candle in it?
Well, they brought me at Toledo. Oh, it was like fancy, like peppermint bark with chocolate and swirls and my son ended up it was very funny. I was so proud of him, and he was doing a really good job, like trying new things. And he got this, like, it was a chocolate pudding, but it had avocado in it, and then it had raspberries, and it was delicious. But our server, funny, like we were sitting at this, there was like a booth and then chairs on the other side, and then they had like 2 top tables split up, so it was like parties of 2, kind of one right after another. Sometimes it's hard not to listen into the conversation of the people next to you. So I find out that, the person next to me he works for Disney, but went to school for theater. And then our server went to school for theater. So we're all having and then great theater talks, and he and the other guest sitting next to us was trying to decide what shows to see in New York. So of course I had to be nosy and be like, let me give you my 2 cents.
Yeah.
So well, that's where I live. But
just to back up, Cousin Heather has her own performing arts studio that you bring kids in, right? And you do shows and all that. Yeah. So
yep.
just catch everybody up.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
On your background.
Which is why I have to go to Disney a lot, because I do a lot of Disney shows. Another excuse, right?
Research.
Absolutely. Please. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My accountant was like, I wish I could go to Disney for research. I'm like, well, maybe. No, but it was just really fun. I also feel like, interestingly enough, like when you're running around by yourself with a 10-year-old, and like, I don't know whether people felt sorry for me or thought they needed to talk to me, but I just had like so many really interesting interactions with other guests and cast members. And, but it was really fabulous. And the other thing that I noticed, we tend to go mostly in the summer. This is the first time that I've been in December since 1995, maybe.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Everybody was happier. I'm not going to lie. I think because they weren't hot.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm telling you.
The heat can bring on some emotions.
It really does. Like when you're
wear you
hot,
out.
and it's
that sun can
it does.
beat on
really
you.
Does.
It definitely wears you out faster, right?
Yeah.
You can't nearly go as hard as you went with that sun beating on you. No doubt.
No. So that was that was pretty much all the eating that we did at the resort. Then on my birthday, here's the story. When the weather app says it's not going to rain, don't believe it and take your ponchos.
Yeah.
Just take the ponchos.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't take my ponchos on the birthday. Get out of Space Mountain. It is pouring. And I'm like, we're just going to wait it out, Lucas. No, this was like the only time that he and I kind of got into it. Because he wanted to get to Big Thunder. I'm like, they're not even going to be running Big Thunder in rain like this. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mom, we're going. I'm like, no, we're not. Yes, we.
That's all the way across the opposite end of the park.
Yes, right? So we start walking in the rain. I have my sweater like over my head.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
And it gets.
I don't like
it
getting
starts,
wet.
like harder
Right.
and harder and harder. I mean, when I say we're so
Yeah, right through.
from head to toe, we were soaked from head to toe. And we were going to try to get something to eat. And I was like, okay, where's the nearest? I'm like, hello, Be Our Guest. And I really wasn't even sure how Be Our Guest worked at. I mean, I know you have to have a reservation for breakfast. And I just was like, maybe they'll feel sorry for the wet mommy on her birthday and let us in. I don't know.
It's worth a try.
We walked up to the hostess stand, or I don't know exactly what was going on. There was a very long line to the left and no one to line in the right. And the sweet cast member looked at me and said, you go that way to the short line.
Oh.
So
All right.
they gave us napkins. We dried off. We got right in. I had never eaten at Be Our Guest.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good. I just was like, I just need soup. I had this corn chowder.
Oh, okay.
And then for my birthday, they brought me the gray stuff for free. I got free stuff all day. It was so good.
Wow.
The gray stuff is delicious. I think Lucas and I decided it was our favorite dessert of the whole trip.
Oh, cool. So it's not just all talk.
So good. No.
It's not just a reputation.
So
some of this stuff has reputations, you know.
No.
Like
it was
the gray
great.
stuff. It's got its own movie.
Yes. So you must try the gray stuff. It is delicious. And you know what it is? Like, it's also light, which is nice.
Oh, good.
We loved it. We loved it.
I always have the au jus roast beef sandwich there for lunch. What'd you have? You had soup, but what else? Anything else?
Yeah, no, so I got soup, and then he decided he wanted soup and chicken. And here's the great thing of, again, probably why we didn't get a meal plan. I'm like, you're not going to eat all this food. So if I just get soup, I'm just going to eat the rest of whatever you have. His chicken, it was delicious. And so I ended up eating, he only ate half of his soup. So I got 1.5 corn chowders, which was fine with me because it was great.
Yeah. Perfect.
Really good. And then we were almost like palatably dry by the time we left.
Yeah.
I ended
up, raining.
Oh no, that wasn't the day I had to buy him a shirt. He tried to get me to buy him a shirt. I was like, no, this is your fault. So you have to, he was fine. He was drying off. Then the next day when we went to Hollywood Studios, we ended up eating breakfast in Galaxy's Edge at Docking Bay 7.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Waiting for our pass for Rise of the Resistance. It was great.
Yeah, good. I complained a little bit about mine. I'm like the only one so far. How would you have?
Did you get the one with the egg bites and the sausage and the potatoes?
Yes.
Mine was really good. I
didn't like the sausage. It was kind of yucky sausage. And I love sausage.
Well, they did mine was yeah.
It was good?
Well, mine was good that day. It was crisp and the egg bites were really, I'm like
the eggs, I think if I remember, were fantastic.
Fan of, like Starbucks egg bites.
Yeah, the eggs I remember were fantastic actually.
Yes.
The potatoes were fine. They were black though. Were your potatoes black?
Yeah, and kind of purple.
Yeah.
Like mixed with some onions and maybe some mushrooms.
So they were fine. They were fine.
Yeah.
It was really the sausage it was more like a kielbasa, where you get some bits and pieces in your teeth.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the part that threw me off.
I can understand.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. That's good to know.
No, we really liked it. Lucas got the they have like an oatmeal that has these like, they look like
grits?
fish eggs on the top, but they're like fruity something.
Yeah.
And a smoothie. It comes with the oatmeal, the smoothie, and a cinnamon roll. And of course I was like, you do not need a cinnamon roll, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So I had a few bites of it. It was good. And it was busy. We mobile ordered and luckily got 2 seats and probably still had to wait 25 minutes at least.
Oh, okay.
But remember,
you were there for Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, Rise of the Resistance. Yeah, it was packed.
Right. No doubt.
We had dinner that night at Sci-Fi Drive-In Diner, which I probably wouldn't have picked if it wasn't for Lucas. But I thought he would think that was really fun. The food was fine.
Yeah.
I got a wedge salad. It was fine, but like I would say nothing spectacular. But by that time, he literally looked at me and said, "Do we have to talk anymore?" I said, "No, we don't, babe. Just watch the sci-fi movie." So it was really. He was done.
Sounds like, hey, my mom would be shocked if she understood what a podcast was and that I talk on a podcast.
Right.
That sounded just like me with my mom.
So funny.
Do we have to
So
talk?
Right. So that's the reason. That was a part of the reason too. Truly, why I booked it. I'm like, this will entertain him, and he won't. I was really proud of him. He did not ask for the phone.
Yeah.
There was one time. Oh, it was standing in line at 5:30 in the morning, waiting for. I said he'd been really good. I told him. I said, I'm not giving you I'm not giving you this phone at all during this trip. You can wait in lines. You are a 10-year-old boy who's missing 2.5 days of school to go to Disney. You can deal.
Yeah.
Like, you can learn how to be patient and we can have conversations. And for the most part, we really did. So
you're going to talk to me whether you want it to or not.
Yes,
That's funny.
I was like, we're here, because listen,
we're here to
know
bond.
what the deal is.
I got that. That's
He's
good.
He's going to be 12 and he's going to want to have
It's so
nothing to do
true.
with me,
You know, this is great though, because it's so true. We don't talk to each other most of our daily lives because we're running in so many different directions, and vacation time, especially at Disney World, should be a time when you can connect again with our family members. I really love sci-fi. I'm looking forward to go. I haven't gone in a long time, and I've been getting good reports. I think it's a very unique experience, so I'm looking forward to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got my kind of food, though. I like the sandwiches and you got a Reuben and all you can eat milkshakes. I'm good.
That's awesome. So we did, like I said, we did the dessert party at the studios, which was wonderful. They had gingerbread martinis.
I see that with 2 exclamation points.
Oh,
that sounds good.
Well, first they put vanilla vodka in hot chocolate. I was like, oh, well, alrighty then.
I wonder if Mama would like that. She likes she loves her lemon drop martinis. The one we always talk about too is in the Hollywood Studios is the grapefruit martinis. So that's what I'm thinking about this as you talk about the gingerbread martinis. That's pretty cool. Well, this was at the dessert party too. So you got, what were the choices for drinks?
They had, I think they had beer and wine, and then they had the hot chocolate with the vodka, the gingerbread martinis, and I feel like some kind of maybe like a sangria.
Yeah, but this is
kind of thing.
This is like a real interesting drink to add to the dessert party. That's cool.
Yes,
that's really impressive.
So I mean, it probably went away after the holidays.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, it was. I mean, it was tasty.
Ginger, who would like? I wonder if my friend AJ. She says she loves cinnamon.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's got to be cinnamony.
It does. Oh yes. Yeah. I know. It's like I always make like a chocolate martini for my staff at our holiday party, which we always have at our house. And I'm like, I'm changing it up next year. They're getting gingerbread martinis. I was obsessed. So.
Heather, I'm having this picture in my mind of Mom, Judy, AJ, and I'm thinking of one other person, and just Castro's having gingerbread martinis and giggling like I wouldn't be able to be near them.
Yes, that probably would be a side effect, but a really good.
They have good desserts too.
Oh, they were great. Yeah, they were. I mean, they were delicious. Everything was great. I tend to not be a big sugar. Just makes me cranky and tired. So, but I knew what I was getting going into this. I was like, you know what?
So the question,
I'll just be cranky the next day.
The big question we always get: are the dessert parties worth it? What'd you think of the Jingle Bam dessert party? Worth it?
Well, here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I bet it was great. The dessert party itself was wonderful. You got to have your meet and greet with Holiday Chippendale, which was one of the funny enough, like we've talked about before that the only character that Lucas will stand next to anymore is Donald Duck, but he got very excited about Chippendale.
Oh, they're fun. Yeah, they're fun.
And really fun. We did this Saturday night thinking in the original plan that after going hard all day Thursday, all day Friday, we were going to take the morning off. And I hadn't even, my Slinky Dog Fast Pass was at 5:00. Like we weren't even going to come into the park until like maybe 3. Have a really low key morning.
Yeah.
Well, that all changed when we had to get up at 4:30 to go ride Rise of the Resistance. So we were at the studios from like 5:15 to about 10 a.m. Saturday morning. Well, I came home and took a 2-hour nap.
Okay.
But, little mister did not do so. Speaking of, hey, buddy. Hi. I'm talking to our friend Kurt about our trip. How was our trip? It was good, right? Okay.
Good.
You don't have to talk anymore. So anyway, but he didn't take a nap. So we have our dessert. I get him all sugared up. We watch they start out with kind of an animation show that's not the fireworks yet before they get to the Jingle Bell, Jingle, Jingle Bam. And literally, so the animation show finishes and he looks at him and he's like, is it over?
No.
I said, no, honey, that's not even the fireworks. He's like, I can't do it. I have to, can we go, please?
Oh, he's all pooped out.
Because he's been up since 4:30 in the morning. And I was like, babe, I'm like, one song, just one. He's like, fine. And so, and then I got sad. And then he was like, okay, we'll go back for one more. And then it was 1.5 songs. And he was like, Mommy, I'm like, it's fine, baby, let's go. So called the Lyft. The nice Lyft lady was like, I'm just going to drive really slow in the parking lot so you can watch the fireworks.
Oh, cool.
So I sort of saw them.
Yeah.
I would say if everybody hadn't woken up at 4:30, it was absolutely worth it.
I get it. Oh, I totally get that. Yeah. So true. When you're exhausted, nothing is going to make it.
But I would say for parents, I guess it depends on how full stink you go and what they can take. But, this was day 3 of 3 hard days. And I guess I would just think about that if you're going to book something late like that with younger ones. Just know what their capacity is.
Is this the show that everybody can see? Is it where's the projections done?
It's done on the theater, on the Chinese theater.
Yeah.
So
like the Star Wars.
And they do it. Yeah. It was, I could hear, it was like all to holiday music. The fireworks were spectacular.
So everybody in the park can see it. You get special viewing space. Is that what it is?
Yes, you get special viewing space. I will say this though, being just the type A wackadoodle that I am, of course I run right to the front. It's very loud in the front. So they have a rather large viewing space. I don't think you have to run straight to the front or your ears will be right next to a speaker.
Gotcha.
And my son doesn't like things that are very loud anyway.
Yep.
At this kid's New Year's Eve balloon drop at noon today, he was literally yelling, why are all those people blowing noise machine? I'm like, I know, babe, we'll get out of here. He wasn't loving it. But if you've got anybody that, especially kids that have some sensory stuff, you might just want to hang back.
Yeah.
Sort of to the back of the viewing area, which still gives you an amazing experience.
Well, it looks like we covered a lot of the food here. Heather, did you have any snacks that were highlights?
Well, just always popcorn. Popcorn. My son, so it's our Magic Kingdom day and we get the popcorn and in fact, this was also, it's one of those things 10 is such a strange coming of age, if you will, I guess, because I'd gotten our position for the parade and he was like, I want popcorn. I'm like, I'm not moving. He's like, I'll go get it. I'm like, okay. And I can sort of see the cart, but I can't see him. Yeah. And we had a lot of conversations about if you lose mom, what do you do? Okay. I sent him off to get the popcorn. He comes back, of course, with the giant, bucket in the souvenir. I was like, great. Live your best life. It's my birthday.
What was the souvenir bucket you got? Was it?
It was holiday with Mickey and Minnie, and I don't know. It was really cute.
Yeah, they got so many, and it's refills. Or did you get the one you can refill? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, of course.
All right. Yes. Yeah, that's a good tip.
But the handle. This is. I'm sure they do this on purpose. He got really excited about taking the handle off and then finding different ways to attach it to the backpack or attach it to the rope.
Oh, okay.
The stanchion rope that you have to stand behind. So then he wouldn't have to hold his popcorn. He could just eat the popcorn as it hung on the rope.
All right.
So he had fun with the popcorn. Yeah.
Well, I one of the questions we usually ask is our favorite lounges, and I wouldn't expect you and your son, but you already did one good one. But I see you got another one here.
So the Dahlia Lounge at Coronado is right across from Toledo. So when you've checked in and then they say you can go over to the lounge and we weren't sitting at the bar, we were sitting at some seats.
Right.
I got a lovely glass of wine. The view is so spectacular. However, I have a terrible, awful fear of heights. And of course, so we walk, Lucas is like, let's go outside. I'm like, okay. And the first thing he does, he doesn't really jump up on the wall. And I think that there's something on the other side, but still, I
Oh, so
lost it.
you're outside? You can get outside there?
Yeah, outside. Yeah, you can get outside. You can watch fireworks from, I think, either side
That's
of
cool.
the restaurant. Yeah. You can see Epcot, and then you can see Hollywood Studios. I think you can see better. That's what we could see.
Yeah.
But I yanked him off of that and went back inside, and I wouldn't let him go back out again because I literally had a panic attack because I thought he was going to fall off the wall.
I know that feeling. You can get up there whether you're staying at that resort or not, too. I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Because, like I said, it's just all part of sort of the rooftop restaurant experience. So the lounge is on one side and the restaurant's on the other. And it was lovely, really lovely. Like if I was there with my husband, we might have never left. So it was good.
It's right. You got a real 360 degree of the whole entire property because you're like center spot, right?
Yes.
Of the whole property.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
perfect.
It's great.
Love this. So all right.
Yeah.
All right. We're about an hour into the show. This is typical. We've covered the resort and some food.
Yep.
Get used to it. This is my podcast, and that's what we do. If you're new here, but let's talk about some of the things that you did for the first time, some highlights of the thing. Well, we got to talk about Rise of the Resistance. Now, you were posting. You were one of our geeks that were down there early when this opened up, this new attraction, and we knew it was going to be. We had heard it was going to be the better of the two rides from Galaxy's Edge. Although I gotta say, Galaxy's Edge, I just had this conversation with others that it's spectacular. And before that, Rise of the Resistance got there. So now with this there, I think they've got a real home run with this. Oh, I gotta tell you too, cousin Heather, I got your Christmas card today. And
you did?
Your picture, that picture just sticks in my memory as like the picture of the year from the whole group. Don't you think? I mean, it's like stunning, and it's taken. It's taken in front of the Falcon, the Millennium Falcon, but that was in California, wasn't it?
That was in California. That was at Disneyland this summer with all four of us, and it was. I always like to do something a little crazy on a Christmas card, and
but that picture you posted that in our group, obviously months ago, and. I wanted to do something with that picture. I mean, that picture is just like came out so. You must be really pleased with the way it came out.
I'm very pleased. Everybody played their part.
Yeah.
Everybody's eyes were in the right direction.
Just the pose and your expressions. You and the kids are perfect in that picture. Yep. You guys nailed it. You must have some talent in this space or something.
Well, thank you. I actually do remember the photographer. Coaching us a little bit, I do have to say. So it was,
but still,
you two can have that photo come to life. I'm pretty sure they were giving us direction.
I'll never forget when we had been to Disney World a few times, and I got to understand what my kids are going to be like, my three monsters. And when they were young, and I said to them, "You can appreciate this." I said to them on one, let's say it was the third trip. I said, "I don't care what happens. I want a family picture in front of every one of the marquee," we call them weenies now. You know what that? Right. The castle, the Tree of Life. At that time, it was the big hat, and at Epcot, the ball. So I wanted, you'd think that would not be a difficult request, but it is. When you're walking the park, right? You walk in the park, everybody wants to take off. Nobody wants to be together, and you're corralling everyone together. And if you ever say we're going to do it when we come out, that ain't never going to happen. No. So, but anyways, I have a poster that has all four of those pictures from years ago. Anyway, so I'm very proud of you. I can appreciate that picture in so many ways.
Thank you.
But so let's talk about Rise of the Resistance. Now, don't tell me too much. I'll put it this way.
I'm not going to. I won't. I will not. I'll try not to give you any spoilers. I will say this. And there may be people who disagree with me, but probably not on this podcast. We had never been to Universal, had never been to Harry Potter. Okay. We did that Thursday, rode all those rides, including Hagrid's motorbike. They were phenomenal. They were phenomenal rides.
Right.
But it was interesting to me. I even thought, I wonder if Lucas is going to feel like this is all kind of a letdown after doing that. And I asked him, I said,
where's it rank?
I said, what was I asked him what his favorite part of the of the trip was, and he was like listening to you scream on Rise of the Resistance. What I think is so remarkable about it is it is so immersive.
Yeah.
It is part theater, part film set, part thrill ride.
Yeah. Great.
And it's a good 15 minutes long. Like even when we, so like I said, we were there, I believe, I know for a fact, I looked it up before we talked today. It doesn't matter what time you get there now. They do not let you get a boarding pass until the park opens. So you might be standing down Hollywood Boulevard at 6:30 a.m., but nobody's getting a boarding pass until 7 a.m.
Start hammering that. You start hammering the app when you get in the park, right?
Now, here's something that somebody told me. A lovely, couple that was standing behind us as we're all sitting there waiting there at 5:30 in the morning. He said, "Do not keep your app closed because what happens is that, and it worked for us. Like we were boarding past 27,
nice,
which I thought was pretty good. We were, like I said, we were riding by 9 a.m.
As we like to say, nice work, pal.
Yes, but it was something about it takes it longer and to load it in if it's already open, whereas if it just opens right then, like right at 7 a.m. or 7:01, you're going to get a faster boarding pass. Anyway, worked for us, might not work for others. I don't know, but
all right, a little insider tip.
So what was nice? Yeah, what was nice about it was you're there that early. We went straight to the Falcon, 20-minute wait maybe, and you're moving the whole entire time.
Right.
And so then by the time we get to Rise, it's the same kind of thing. It's a queue that never stops and rarely. And when you do kind of pause, there's lots of really interesting things to look at. Just be ready for a couple of surprises, for sure.
Well, this is good. Yeah, I am definitely a person. I'm not going to look at any YouTube videos, but I love the information I've gotten from you geeks that have been on it already. And I'm good. I'm good to go. And so it is spectacular. That's all we need to know. Right?
It is worth getting up in the morning.
Yep.
If you're not, I believe they're saying now by 8:20, the boarding passes are gone. So just,
right.
I kept seeing, I will have to say this too, the cast members dealing with the crowds, the questions, all of it were so poised, so in character. I mean, this one girl had to answer 17 times. People coming up going, "How do we get in?" And they just have to have the same spiel over and over, always with a smile on their face, never getting annoyed. Even when people were, getting a little testy. But it is, just know. And if you're listening to this, you know what you're doing. You're not going to show up at 3 p.m. and ride it that day. That's not what's going to happen. You have to be there.
I like how they're doing this with the app though. Like you said, the way that it seems it's as organized as you possibly can be with the popularity of this attraction and that whole land. Yeah. So I'm pleased with what I've been hearing.
Boarding passes move quickly. Like we went and stood at the entrance when they called 26, I'm like, come on, buddy, let's go. Let's be there. And 10 minutes max, they had called 27. So they were moving quickly.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. It's just worth it. It's so worth it. It's so good.
I'm going to pick through your trip report here on some things I want to hear about. You did Monsters Inc. laugh floor for the first time.
I did. Every time in your opening, and I'm like, what are they talking? I don't even know what it's not. So this is what, again, like pixie dust. So my son got a Nintendo Switch for his 10th birthday, and it's the battle of our existence of monitoring video game time. I put it in the closet, and he just got very immersed in being at Disney and just wanted to watch the movies on the TV. And the first night we watched Ratatouille, and then we watched Monsters Inc. And I hadn't really seen either one of them all the way through. I'd seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So we had the best time watching Monsters Inc. And so the next day I'm like, buddy, there's something we've never done. We did a lot of things. I tried to take him to things on this day because I knew we could do more with just the two of us. Yeah. Like we went to the Hall of Presidents, which I was really excited to take him to. But we did Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. We loved it.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
It was so good.
Now you know why it's in my intro, right?
Yeah, because you were that guy.
I'm always trying to be that guy. Well, I just released one of my live recordings to the Patreon supporters, which I've been doing. And I recorded the whole thing. And our good friend, I was there with Kevin Curtis Allen was sitting next to me, and Deirdre Watts was there. And she got picked during the performance to do the mind reading segment. So,
yes.
It's just amazing technology, honestly.
It's unbelievable.
That's when I first saw it.
Are there people behind there? There have to be.
Yeah, right. They somehow they know and see you, and they're talking to you, but their facial expressions and the whole ad libbing, they're definitely.
I know.
They have comedic. You probably appreciated this too, because they're the ad lib and the comedic talents that they have too, right?
Yeah. No, I was like, these are great improv actors back here. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Isn't that, you must appreciate this. I got to ask you because of your performing background, right? The quality of the performance of the people. Isn't it something for a big company, a big amusement park, the quality to me, I don't know. I mean, hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy who goes to the parks. It just seems really outstanding to me.
It is. It's top notch. I mean, it's the best.
How do they do that? I mean, how can they do that and keep? I mean, they don't keep the prices low. I'm not going to say that. No. But still, I think the quality of between all the fireworks and the cast members and there's just so much that they pack in.
Yeah. Well, I think that we've talked about this a little bit before. What is great about Disney? It's not every entertainment role, but many of the live roles. If they're singing, if they're, the major dancing, like in Beauty and the Beast and things like that, they all, if you get that job, it's paid under Actors Equity Association, which is the theater union where, if you want to be in a Broadway show, like you have to be a member of Equity. Okay. And it pays at a better scale. Okay. And I think that's how that they can draw really fabulous.
Well, I'm glad that they pay it at that. Yeah. Union wage, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, and especially because the thing about it is, it's hard. They have to, it's like they have to do something. It's hard to take an actor out of New York or LA, for 6 months or 12 months or whatever, and take you out of the audition scene. There has to be something really
worth it. Yeah.
Worthwhile.
Sure.
Yeah. And so I think the fact that they give actors their equity cards, but then also I think that's how they keep great actors. We talked about my friend who actually was playing Tony in the Magic Kingdom over the holidays. He's did the New York thing for a while, and now he and his wife are there, and he's phenomenal. Yeah, you won't. He does Bruce in Nemo, and just does all kinds of things for them, and because they pay well enough that you can make a sustainable living. So I think they really, I mean, it was all about entertainment from the beginning with Walt and quality and just being a little bit better than the nasty, amusement park down the street. So those standards have always been there. I mean, I remember what I had to go through 25 years ago, and but it's worth it, and you want to make that Disney magic. So
I love it, Heather. Great conversation there to get that. Yeah. All right, let's take a look. So, what was something that was unexpected to you on this trip? You got a couple good answers here.
I did better on the roller coasters.
But did you do roller coasters because of your son?
Oh yes,
you wanted to hang with him.
My husband looked at me and he was like, "I don't know how you're going to make it through this trip." I said, "Mommy can do it. I can do it." Because you remember, how I power through is Diet Coke and French fries.
I remember that. Yes. So you get a little nauseous, but I don't know. Roller coasters don't necessarily going to make you nauseous.
Right. No, it's still Star Tours. Yeah. There was a ride at Harry Potter was the worst I'd ever been on.
Oh, they're bad.
Doing that again.
They are. Oh. Yeah, they're rough.
Those were rough. But I was just riding,
Like, give me an example. So you did, which roller coasters did you do?
Oh, okay. So I did, we didn't do the big ones, but I did Space Mountain 3 times, and I'd been on that.
Yeah. That's good.
And Big Thunder and Slinky Dog and.
Do Everest?
And, I had never, no, because we didn't go to Animal
Okay.
Kingdom. We just,
All right.
no, I haven't done that one yet. I feel like
You could do it.
next time.
You could do
I
it.
think I could do it.
Seven Dwarfs?
Oh, yes. Yeah. We did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train right when we went there.
What's another big one? You do Splash? You're okay with Splash?
No, we didn't, you know what? Here was the funny thing. We had a fast pass for Splash and it went down. So they gave us the extra fast pass you can use whenever.
All right.
And we just had gotten off of Space Mountain and I looked at Lucas. I said, your choice, buddy. We can ride it again. He's like, ride it again.
What about Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster?
So we did not do either. He's not a big drops person.
Okay. All right.
And we wanted to get up to all the Toy Story things. It was really just focused on Galaxy's Edge in the morning and Toy Story stuff in the afternoon before the dessert party. So I know I say I'm getting better on roller coasters, but I didn't really do the big ones. So maybe
you did pretty good there. I'm proud of you.
And a couple. I'm trying. Well, and my whole thing was that my motion sickness got much worse after I had both my kids, but I feel like it's getting better. I'm growing out of it a little bit. Maybe I don't know.
It can be different depending on the day.
I don't know. Or maybe I'm just powering through because I wanted to be there so badly. So,
what is this change in plans to get on the Rise that was so worth it?
Oh well, that was the whole not sleeping in on Saturday morning.
Gotcha.
And getting up that 4:30 wake up. I woke him up and he's like, "I'm not going." I'm like, "Really? Okay, no, I'm going." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy, get up. Here we go."
Is he a big Star Wars fan?
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah.
We have a Lego Millennium Falcon that.
Oh, yeah.
Makes its appearance almost every day in our living room. And yeah. And we all went and watched Rise of Skywalker the day after Christmas. And
oh, did you? Yeah, I heard did you like that?
I loved it. I don't know why people don't like it. I think they're dumb.
I don't know. My son was critical about the last one, but he said he enjoyed this. I didn't talk to him a lot about it.
I loved it.
Yeah. I've been trying to catch up. I watched all of the first three during the break here.
Yeah. And
so I'm trying to get all caught up. So I don't know that I'll even get to the theater to see that one, but.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, I should.
And then I sobbed through the whole thing. Really, convulsively sobbed. It was so good. It was so good.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about, what's some other good things to check out? We covered a lot of this stuff, Heather.
Yeah.
I see something that was overrated that we didn't talk about. We talked about sci-fi already, but the early magic hour was overrated?
Oh.
Why?
So here's the thing. I know. People are going to be like, what?
I'm like, come on. I'm the early bird. This is my whole shtick. You're
right.
You're pooping on my.
Here was what was different than when you go on a day where it's not an early magic hour. When you go into the Magic Kingdom on a regular day, they let you in to Main Street like a good half hour before.
Sure.
And they did not let us in. They did not let us in until I think early magic hour started at 8 and they didn't let us until 7:45, which kind of screwed up my plan of getting my eggnog latte on my birthday at Starbucks.
You don't want. I got the whole. We got the real deep story here now.
Yeah,
the eggnog latte was.
So I didn't get it first thing in the morning, which was my plan.
I know you coffee people. That ruined your whole.
And no, but what the thing is, this is my one cup of coffee for the whole year. I don't drink coffee.
Oh wow!
I drink one cup of coffee on my birthday. I drink an eggnog latte from Starbucks. And
serious.
Yeah,
that sounds good though. I love eggnog.
Oh,
so
it's good.
Eggnog latte.
It's really good.
Wow.
It's worth it. It's worth because I feel like crap the next day.
Really?
Yeah, coffee makes me feel terrible. That's why I don't drink it. But
well, you got a high. You're like you got a lot of energy already. I think I feel.
I do. I drink tea. I have caffeine.
Do you get heart palpitations from coffee?
It's not so much that. It's just the next day.
Really?
I feel like I've got a hangover.
Wow, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is why I don't do it. But anyway, and then there was, I guess they waited for the little castle show until 9 a.m.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, it would be for the regular opening.
Yeah. So I missed that.
So did you get on a bunch of rides though?
I mean, we did. We did.
Well, that's the whole
But I
point.
feel
That's
like,
the whole
I mean, the
point.
thing of it is, like, I always rope drop on regular days anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're expecting to go to the Magic Kingdom, maybe you don't care about this, and that's okay. But I always like that. I still miss the welcome aboard show with the train in the front. Like,
yeah, I don't want to say that, but yeah, I mean, it's it's kind of cool to get in there early. Like you said, you could do kind of shopping or you can do coffee.
It is.
That's nice. But yeah, that opening show was special.
Right.
You know what? It made you cry. You know that?
Oh, see, it
made you cry, not me.
Of course it did. But and that was the thing I said about last trip when they had taken away that show and put it at the castle and opened up Main Street. It was nice to be able to wander and not feel like you were running at top speed from the moment you went through the gates. I do like that. I just missed the show. And that was the thing. Like, I wanted to wander, and they didn't give us very much wandering time.
All right. There you go. A different perspective.
Maybe it was just that day. Do they usually let you in earlier? Maybe it was just that day. I don't know.
No, I think because I don't know. I don't know that I ever get it there much earlier for early magic hours.
Right. Gotcha.
So what kind of did you learn anything new? Was anything like really awesome for this trip?
I mean, just get up for Rise of the Resistance and spend $7 on the lift. Get home, take your shoes off and get in bed. Like it's really worth it. And I guess, just like I said in the beginning, if you have the opportunity to go, if you love Disney the way we love Disney, and you have the opportunity to go with one child, take it, because it's so magical, and you get to really tailor the trip to what the two of you like and just be able to spend that quality time together. I recommend it. And your other one will be fine, and then you'll go again and you can take them. So it's okay.
Was anything like just really exceeding your expectations on this trip?
I think that how sweet everybody was to me on my birthday.
I love that.
I had no idea. I mean, I know you're wearing a big pin. And so, and what was so funny was, like, I put the pin on, and you would have thought that it would be smart enough to go, and people are going to say happy birthday, but I almost got surprised by it.
It still surprised
you.
Happy
birthday, Heather. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the blue. That's true.
Right? And they just, sort of went above and beyond. I mean, that woman letting us in I'll have to ask Mama how Be Our Guest at Lunch really works, because I know for a fact that I should have stood in a big line. And that, I think my birthday button helped, also, like,
one thing
torrentially wet Mommy. And
one thing I learned about Be Our Guest from our trip, this past trip, was Mom and Judy says to me a couple days before we go, she goes, well, what do you want to Be Our Guest? We have to order. I'm like, what? It's like, you can actually pre-order your meal. This was breakfast.
Oh.
And I thought that actually, and we kind of bypassed some of the crowd waiting outside there with our order already there. You essentially just kind of went to your table. So that was pretty cool.
That's nice.
The good tip there. Well, so
definitely.
I know you're a planner, and you've got some good tips for newbies. What kind of, especially from this trip, what would you say are some of your best tips?
Just be sure, especially with new rides, that you do your planning and you know what is going on. And especially I'm even thinking forward to when all the new rides start to open up at Epcot and everything else, that there may not be fast passes. They may run differently. You just need to make sure that you have that information.
We'll try to do that. We'll try to get people like you on the show early on to give us the inside scoop of what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I always think rope dropping is really, really good. But I also say that if you're staying for, like, let's say you're staying for a week and you've got your whole family with you, what we always adhere to, we try to do park a day, swim a day. It just keeps everybody's, emotions in check. Nobody gets overtired.
Yeah.
As much as we love to full stink it, which I do, it especially if you've got younger ones. I mean, everyone knows their family best,
right.
But I find we hear it over and over again. What the kids' favorite part of the trip was the pool at the resort. So, and the resorts are so fabulous. And maybe that's a day you spend some time at the pool and then you go eat a meal at a different resort, and you don't even, and you just lay low and make it a little more low key.
There's so many good things to do outside of the parks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And also they have this thing on the television now that, we're big Disney Plus people, but you can get your stream Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever from your phone, like right onto the television in your room. So, if you need to,
really, you can stream,
take a minute and take a nap, then your kids can watch not only just the movies that Disney's provided, but anything on your streaming services.
Oh, that's
new. On TV.
That is new. Good tip there.
Is that new?
I've not heard of that before.
Yeah. You'll see it at Grand Destino. Like there's this, it's one of the choices at the bottom of the TV when you walk in and it's on. Yeah. And
interesting.
It's called casting.
Yeah, sure.
And funny enough. And yeah.
Yes.
So we had, so we were streaming Disney Plus on our TV at Disney.
Wow.
I thought they'd have it.
We gotta post. We gotta post that in our group. So let everyone know about that. I've not heard that. Perfect. Good. Good tip.
It was cool, and it was great. When mommy needs a nap, it was
exactly
hours of entertainment.
Absolutely. Get back into those series you're watching, the binge watching.
Yes.
Well, you got a couple other good tips here, like ride the big rides during the parades and fireworks. I know you've talked about that.
Definitely. We didn't do that so much this time just because of the way our schedule was and we were there for a shorter time. But when the last big family trip we took, and it happened at Disneyland this summer too, but 2 years ago with the big family trip, my son and my husband rode Splash Mountain 3 times in a row. And one time they didn't even get off while my daughter and I were watching the fireworks. So if you've seen them one night, or maybe half your party really wants to see them and the other part wants to keep riding rides, it's a great time to get on those rides that have big weights and
good.
And sometimes they don't make you get off.
That's awesome. Yes. And you talk about you went on a pretty, I guess, a low week. I always tell people, here's what I tell people about the time to go. Yes, definitely. When people are at school, you're going to have less crowds.
Yeah.
And that is still a good tip, but don't rely on that only, because it's still going to be crowded, right?
It's still crowded. Yeah. That's the thing. You want to know what's really interesting? I always I follow touring plans crowd calendars pretty religiously.
Yeah.
And I will say it told me that the Magic Kingdom was a 2 out of 10 on the Friday we went, because there was a Christmas party that night. And that's what we usually do.
Okay.
In September, we go the Friday before Labor Day because the very first Halloween party is that night.
That's true.
When I say it's dead.
That is a true good tip. Yeah.
And there were more people this time in December than there were in September.
Okay.
But it's Christmas, and I mean, it was still very manageable. I mean, we really didn't wait that much, between our fast passes and rope dropping and.
Yeah, my point is, you still want to make sure you do all of those crowd beating strategies for sure.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean you can't not do those and not plan.
Right. Absolutely.
Perfect.
But you just won't be. I love it when people always comment sometimes on my photos. They're like, there's no one. We'll be in front of the castle. They're like, where are all the people? I'm like, I know. It's the Friday before Labor Day. There's no one here. So it's good. It's good.
You have some you got some more tips here that are pretty awesome too. You did you tried the ordering from Garden Grocer.
Yeah, I did. I ordered from Garden Grocer. I was trying to go back and forth between that and Amazon, and I kept reading that people had really great luck with Garden Grocer. I mean, it arrived. It was right there. You had to pay $6 to have them deliver it to the room. And after a 2-hour flight delay and tired boy, I was like, can you just bring it? Fine. Charge me $6. I don't care. We just need it. I ordered too much. We ended up, I did. He ended up eating a lot of, my daughter tends to like snack all day long and never eat a lot at one time. And I was sort of force feeding yogurt down him. I took it in the morning. We stood in line I was like, you're going to eat this yogurt because I bought it and we're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah. I scored a few beers and some Powerade, I think, from somebody who left it from having it in their room.
Yeah, I mean, I had a whole 8-pack of seltzer left. I was like, well, I hope the lovely housekeeping people.
I was going to say,
take
maybe
this
the
and enjoy
housekeeping people have like a 50% break on their grocery bill because of the stuff they get.
I know, of all the things they take. I think next time I probably will try Amazon. Garden Grocer it was expensive. It was pricey.
We got new options now in the modern age.
Yeah. This was our first time without a stroller.
Wow. Congratulations.
I know. It was really, so I had bought my little backpack. I had Lucas's bigger backpack. I mean, and then the big, just don't go without your ponchos. Even if it says sunshine all day long.
Yeah, I know.
Just take
Keep it.
Yeah. I don't even know. I knew better.
Oh, it's so true. We know better, and sometimes we do stupid things.
And I was like, they won't fit in my cute mini backpack. I don't need them. So, but then again, Lucas was like, yeah, Mom, but if we weren't soaked, we wouldn't have had this great lunch at Be Our Guest. I'm like, you're right.
Oh, nice
You're
one
right.
from Lucas.
So,
look at the bright side.
Absolutely.
Well, wow. So, Cousin Heather, did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
We really... I knew you could keep us busy for 90 minutes or something like that.
I was like, why are you even asking me if I can have an hour's worth to talk about? Are you kidding?
I do that with all my geeks. And it was funny because, I don't know, when I first started doing the podcast, I was like, I wonder if I can keep an hour going. And, the last few years, we've been way over that. And I always kind of giggle because you guys can talk Disney like no one else, and it's so great. And I really appreciate you being a friend of the podcast, using Mom and Judy, coming on and sharing your trip with us.
Well, it is my pleasure. Thank you for indulging me and giving me a chance to relive the magic a little longer, because I won't be back till next December. So I'm going to rely on my fellow geeks to keep me in the know.
I know a lot of new things should be happening. Even, this year we got some new things coming. So you got something to look forward to. And another great tip that we mentioned before, the bounce back we scored for Heather there on the last, you got to book that before 10 PM of your, the day that you check out. And we do have the phone number. And if you're interested, definitely contact us. You can book it yourself and transfer the trip to us, or we can set it up for you. So, but, don't be confused if they don't give you that opportunity, because it's probably going to be the best discount you can. And then, with a $200 deposit, you're all set for next year. And then you just, if something changes, you could always, hey, if you get a better deal between now and then, we'll help you with that too. But I don't know that you will.
Absolutely. I don't think I will. I mean, you
got like last year's price,
Yeah. This trip is costing me less than my 2020 trip is actually costing me less than my 2019 trip.
Interesting.
Because it's the same trip, but I got 25% off. So it's
nice. I'm so glad
I scored. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Did Mom score you a really good discount too on this trip? I don't know. She did.
She did. Yes. Because I think it was right when Grand Destino was opening.
Yeah.
And so they were having some discounts. I truly can't believe this room and the price that I got it at. It was.
We just helped Bubba Mac get a really good deal there too. So I don't know what. Yeah, I'm getting great reports on it. So if you can get a good deal there, I recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. I mean, this is just me speculating. Perhaps because it is a non-Skyliner resort that they are giving you some better deals, because everybody, I think, wants to be in a Skyliner resort these days.
Yep.
I prefer not to be high in the air. I prefer to be down in the ground on a bus or a lift. So I don't need the Skyliner. No,
good deal. Well, great talking to you. Hey, have a great new year.
Thank you.
We'll be back at work soon enough. And
I know. Happy, healthy new year to everybody, especially you, Cousin Kurt, and Mama and Auntie Judy, and all the people that help us make our Disney dreams come true.
Thanks, Heather. We love working with you guys, and you too. So awesome. Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Oh, Cousin Heather is so much fun. Lots of excitement. Great trip report this week from Cousin Heather. Thanks, Heather, for coming on the show. Again, we love having you on the show. Can't wait to meet you in person. And let's do a couple shout outs. First, Jennifer Metz, you're going to be our Geek of the Week. I am restarting the Geek of the Week program. And Jennifer got on the Facebook Messenger and messaged me this past week. She asked me, has everyone booked their rooms yet for February, meaning the Grand Geek and Gathering February next year? And is my best bet doing that and then adding on a package? And I messaged her back that I was thinking about that, but yeah, that's like absolutely. Definitely get your reservations in for a room for the Grand Geek and Gathering ahead of time. You're likely to get a very good price. You know, if you book a year out, no matter when you're booking your Disney World trip. And if you're booking with Mom and Judy, you guys are going to have them as travel agents, and they're going to look out for a package when it comes on because you're on the books with us as a travel client. So absolutely, yes, I answered her back. And she's looking to run the Princess Half Marathon that will be happening during the G3 next year. So Jennifer, you're my Geek of the Week. I'm so excited to get this back out there. I'm giving away Starbucks coffees. So you'll get that in the mail. So just send me your address, Jennifer, and you're going to be our Geek of the Week. So thanks so much for the question. And I'll be doing a Geek of the Week every Sunday going forward. Another shout out to Jen Batchelder and Madison Shove Pickle. Yeah, Madison recently got married, and now they are both super geeks who appeared in a roundtable trip report on the show, probably like over a year ago. And they just struck up a relationship together, and they knew they were going to Disney World at the same time. So I was so excited, hoping that they would meet in the parks. And they met yesterday, Saturday at Magic Kingdom. They put a picture, that's a geek in law. If you guys meet up in the parks, I love seeing those, especially Jen and Madison. I've met personally. I met Jen at Bay Lake Tower, I remember. And she was on her way to a DVC showing. And Madison, I met with her then fiance. They were at Boma breakfast, and I rushed on over just to say hi. And I was able to see Madison there. So I've met them both. They had never met in person together. And I love seeing the geeks meet in the park. So I promised them I'll do their trip report when they get back home. They're going to do it together, and that's going to be a lot of fun. They are great super geeks. So thanks, Jen and Madison, for putting that post in our private Facebook group. Yeah, our private Facebook group is awesome. Definitely friend me in Facebook and then get into the private Facebook group for the Geekin' on WDW family. You'll get lots of information there, and there's some great sharing of ideas and trips and food, and I post almost every day in there too, and lots of others are posting great stuff and fun. It's great positive feedback from our private Facebook group. And I've got another private Facebook group, and this one is called Pooh to Tigger Lifestyle. Yeah, we're trying to lose some weight. At least that's my goal. And others are doing their Run Disney events and looking just to enhance our healthy living. And boy, got a great response. I just yesterday put about like another 10 people in that group, and there's definitely over 100 there. And we are lots of people posting there. I'm really encouraged by that. And I'm loving it. I was posting earlier in the week. I hit a kind of a little plateau, and everyone was giving me advice on how to get over it. And the weekends are tough for me, but I'm doing good this weekend so far. I don't want to say too much, but I've lost about 15 pounds since my Disney trip. That was back in January, so I'm pretty proud of that. Come join the Pooh to Tigger lifestyle. If you want to get into that, you can message me or get into our regular Facebook group and say you're interested in that. We'll get you right in there, and you can enjoy getting healthier with a bunch of Disney geeks. We're planning the next Geek and Family reunion to Disney World for February of 2021. We're actively planning and promoting the Grand Geek and Gathering. So book your trip with Mom and Judy and EJ and Jennifer. And there's going to be lots of activities. We're going to replicate a lot of what we did last time. Or add a few more, but there's some of the pre-event activities will start on Thursday, February 18th. A bunch of us probably are going to go do Top of the World Lounge like we did last time. The weekend will include the Kessler Run Game on Saturday, February 20th. There'll be a bingo scavenger hunt during the weekend for prizes, and the big picture shot of the whole Geek and Family reunion over at Epcot on Sunday, February 21st. Then we'll head on over to the Mexican Pavilion for some frozen lime margaritas and nachos. Maybe I won't be so nervous and I'll be able to eat all my nachos and drink my frozen lime margarita. Boy, we are getting a lot of interest there. I have 68 members in the group. It's called the Geek and Family Reunion G3, February 2021. 68 people already. My record last year was 60 people I met at the Grand Geek and Gathering. So I'm really encouraged that people are already booking their rooms. Jennifer sent us a request to book a room too after we spoke. And yeah, lots of people are doing it already. So contact your travel agents and reserve your room. It's going to be epic fun meeting lots of geeks and them meeting each other and making friends. So come on down. You've got a year, February 2021. Put it on your calendar and start planning for it. Now, that intro was from Deirdre Watts, Auntie Judy, and me. We were in line for Soren on our January trip, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I love it when you guys send us some new geekin' intros. You can create one for us. It's easy. It's fun. Use your phone. I can suggest just telling us your name, where you're from, a fun Disney World fact about yourself. And then you go geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole Geekin family. Email that to me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Hey, there's a couple ways you can voluntarily support us, and I am so excited about the support I get through patreon.com. Go to patreon.com/geekinonwdw, and you can pledge a monthly donation to our show. It was so exciting to me last year that our super geeks like Glenn and Kevin, they, without asking me, reached out to our listeners around our 5th year anniversary, and they really boosted those donations to the show. And I am so amazed. I'm so grateful for your support, geeks. It lets me do things like this Geek of the Week. That was so much fun to do and give back to you guys. So lots of hugs and thank yous for all those who support the Geekin family. I'm trying to give back to you guys with an extra episode every week. It's my live trip recordings. Those recordings you guys that are super geeks tell me that you really enjoy. And I'm releasing them right now from the G3 last year. So the one I released this past week included an exotic guitar player playing in Animal Kingdom. I love that entertainment in Animal Kingdom. So I'm walking through the park with my recorder. And then those two intros, there's two intros from Judy and Deirdre. Mama's even in one of those. So I might play that one next week on the show. But those are there in this live recording. There's also Hanson, the Hanson concert. I put the whole concert out there, and I messaged Amy Rhodes because she's a big fan of Hanson. I sent her a copy of that Hanson concert that I recorded. I spent some time with her and her husband Michael, and you also hear the Epcot Forever evening fireworks show. All the audio from that is really fun if you've not seen or heard that before. You'll hear Mama and Amy Rhodes and Kevin Curtis and I chatting after the fireworks, walking out of World Showcase towards the International Gateway exit where we take the Skyliner with Kevin. So Kevin and I and Mama are chatting in line. It took us only 30 minutes to get back to Pop, which is really cool. But all that time I recorded. There's lots of multiple conversations. You'll hear us landing at Pop Century and walking over to our room. And you'll hear me talking to Kevin over at the bus stop. He's also talking with Judy back at the room. The morning coffee walk, Wednesday of the trip. You'll hear my morning coffee walk, and I'm talking about the day's events, catching you up on what I did that day and what I'm going to do for the next day. And then we also transfer over to the Caribbean beach on this recording. And I'm walking with Uncle Ken over to the Garden Grill. We took the Skyliner over, and then I'm walking over to Garden Grill through World Showcase in the early morning. And you'll hear me reading the food and wine items off some of the menus. But that's a bonus episode for all those folks that are in my patreon.com group. So go out to patreon.com/geekinonwdw.com if you'd like to contribute to the show. Well, each week we share awesome tips for your Disney trip planning, but you can instantly gain that advantage by booking with Mama, Judy, EJ Cruz, or Jennifer Glambo. So you can email Judy and Mama at travelingtierras@gmail.com. You find EJ and Jennifer on their Little Dole Whips Facebook page, and we are authorized Disney planning agency through Fairy Tale Concierge. We're a platinum Disney agency. Most of our travel agents are experienced geeks. They just appreciate our podcasts, and they love chatting with Mama and Judy, and they can book their fast passes for you. They can do those advanced dining reservations and give you all kinds of little tips, or just chat over the phone about Disney World. And they do this every single day. They're full-time doing Disney planning for you guys. And Mom was telling me a great story. Allison Lee, she went with, I think, 4 other friends that all booked with us. And Mom said they were so awesome. Allison is awesome. But it looks like they had a great time. And I'm contacting Allison right now. We've been chatting, putting together a roundtable trip report with her friends that went down to Disney World and booked through Mama. So you'll be hearing that coming up in the future. Thank you so much, Allison, for booking with all your friends and going on a girls' trip. Boy, I'm sure they had an awesome time. And They really praised Mom for helping them really coordinate it all. Get all those magic bands linked up too for the whole gang and doing their fast passes for them and their dining reservations. She coordinated that whole thing for them. So they all had separate rooms, but it was all coordinated through Mama. So definitely reach out to them. That's the kind of thing our travel agents can do for you. And don't forget about the bounce back. Our geeks love the bounce back, and Disney doesn't tell you about it. So I'm telling you about it now. It's a great deal to book a year in advance. You're going to save. They do have those price increases, and you're going to get last year's price. And it's usually a 20, 25, 30% discount depending on the type of room you get. Or it could be a free meal plan. We saw some of those too. So definitely reach out to us and we'll get you the phone number to call. It's a different number than you're used to. And a lot of the Disney agents don't know about it even. So definitely get into the bounce back when you're traveling. You got to book that before 10 p.m. of your checkout day. Or if you've just joined us and you're enjoying our podcast, we can be your travel agent if you've only just booked your trip within the last 30 days. This happens a lot, and it's very easy to transfer that booking over to us as long as you haven't paid in full yet and it's been within the last 30 days. We'll take over that trip for you, especially if you're a newbie and you need some help. We can help you out. We'll send you an email. You just fill it out, send it back to us. We send it to Disney, and within a few days, we are your agents. So definitely come join us. We're having lots of fun booking trips for our clients. Yeah, this year my theme for the year is to contribute to the happiness of others. I added that Geek of the Week back on there, and that was one of my things, trying to contribute to other people's happiness by giving them a free coffee from Starbucks. And I'm also committed to helping you enjoy your Disney World vacation. So reach out to me if you'd like to do a trip report, you want to book a trip with us, or maybe you just want me to review your trip plans. I'll chat with you too. Get on the phone, get on Skype or FaceTime, something like that. Email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. I love hearing from you guys, and I love it when you guys go geeking with us. So thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.